Old West saloon owner, make it so the floorboards don't creak when regular patrons walk in, but, you know, mess around with it and do a creak when mysterious strangers walk in.
What? Okay, but what if you intentionally put one squeaky floorboard and tell your regulars that if they squeak it, the first drinks cost 10% extra? Then, only new people who don't know the rule will step on it and familiars will avoid it. Did you just write an algorithm for human behavior? Because that is exactly what I would expect from a robot appreciation Tumblr. You know, there is only one flaw in this plan. If I were to walk into a place and they were like, hey buddy, you stepped on the mysterious creaky tile, your first drink's extra, I would never go there again for the rest of my life. I'd be like, okay, screw you too, buddy.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Wonderstruck Guy, and it is fantastic to have you here today. I am currently sweating away because, you know, it's that Texas heat, that time of the year. Well, it's actually all time of the year. Anyways, super fantastic to have you here. Today we're going to be covering r/Tumblr, which, you know, a little lighthearted, a little more fun, you know, kind of interesting. This is also my first video I'm doing standing up out of my chair, so fuck you, bad posture. Before we hop right into today's video, I would encourage you, if you're interested, to join the Discord and the Twitch down below. I'm doing a Minecraft Let's Play over there, so it's a lot of fun. First time doing the game by myself, but yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into what you came for. In this year of 2020, I think it would be nice to stop making actors just fighting heels and stop making male actors dehydrated for days for the look. Yeah, general extreme weight changes for roles need to go. I 100% agree. I think it's stupid. It's like, cool, we're appealing to that Hollywood style, but then a lot of people are like, oh, well, then I have to look like that to look like an actress. We're not all gonna look like super gods, and that's perfectly fine, because you rock being you, okay, home slice, so you keep doing all that. We have the boys, the lads, on the unicorn at the Jewish wedding. It's official. I have seen everything. A gay Jewish wedding where they rode on a horse dressed as a unicorn. Wow. Honestly, that's my expression right there, this lash right here. I mean, look, everyone seems so happy and supportive. Like, literally look at this crowd. I love this. I love how the devil went down to Georgia, which either implies that the devil is a northerner or that Georgia is lower than hell. As a southerner, yes. I like Georgia. I am from Georgia. You know, I live in Texas, but I'm from Georgia. I wouldn't say it's hell. We have nice plains and the, as my grandfather likes to say, the Okefenokee swamp. You know, it's a nice place, so I'm just assuming he's a northerner. Maybe it's from like New Jersey or something. New gender reveal idea, we just blow up the entire fucking world for it, you know? Now all of California knows it's a boy. I hate this so much. It's so over the top and ridiculous. But we have another post about that later. I'll hold my opinions for that. Popular opinion: mint ice cream and other mint flavored foods taste great, and you cannot change my mind. OP, do you accept constructive criticism? Use your next words very carefully, dear Sushi. Mint suck. You come into my house disrespecting my mints. I love the generational gap between emoji usages. Anyone over 50 sees the upside down smiley face and thinks, haha, silly time, we. Whereas the rest of us immediately hear verbatim, they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine, when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it. Flying the flag upside down is a distress signal, by the way. Smile is happiness. Regular smile is I'm gonna murder someone, and upside down smile means the other way around, I'm gonna need you to kill me now. You're gay, they shouted. Dude, you gay. I ignored them. It wasn't until I got home, though, that I realized that my gay had escaped. Those kind men were trying to tell me he was running away. Okay, I'm gonna sound so mean, but I legit do not care if it wasn't that couple's intention to start a wildfire. Like, no kidding. I never thought it was. Who would intentionally set California on fire for a gender reveal? They still deserve to be ridiculed as much as they are. Sorry. As a Californian, we know when wildfire season is. We watch it every year. We know what point in the summer is most dangerous for things like bonfires or outdoor barbecues or fireworks. How self-centered do you have to be to set off explosives in the middle of a dry field, in the middle of California, in the middle of August, in the middle of a pandemic for a gender reveal? I am fucking livid. I agree 100% with this statement. It's so extra. Just do, if you're gonna do a gender reveal party, just do something basic fantastic, like a cake, you know, because I'm sure they were gonna blow this up and put it all over Instagram, and it's just this needless desire for validation of people who are gonna scroll past it in 2 seconds, and now an entire state, you know, a big portion of a state is on fire because you needed to be fucking unique. It's stupid. The hypothalamus plays a major role in regulation of basic biology drives related to survival, including the so-called 4 F's: fighting, fleeing, feeding, or mating. You know, now that I think about it, this line of my textbooks make it almost worth the $160 I spent on it. You know, as funny as it is, it's not worth $160. I'm sorry. Textbooks are so insanely expensive. I don't get it. Yeah. I was watching High School Musical yesterday and watched Troy Bolton eat a delicious lunch of just white bread. Now that right there is cannibalism. Why are you hating on my boy with his white bread sit? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. That's putrid. I mean, come on, you're Disney Channel. You're a multi-billion-dollar company, and you're like, all right, for this one scene of this actor, we can't afford a sandwich. Here, have your white bread. Pretend like it's a sandwich. Apparently, when my grandma first came to America, she didn't know what a raccoon was and assumed it was a fucked up cat and adopted it. I just imagine this 13-year-old girl with a heavy Eastern European accent being like, "This is my cat Petri. He's not very friendly." Just like little girl is like, "Oh, you got her cat," and he's like, "Oh, you got a cat," and turns around just. Americans are the unhappiest they've been in 50 years, study finds. On an unrelated note, Roblox is down. I wonder what got them to start this study. Was it the protests? Was it the quarantine? The fact that most of us won't be able to afford a home to retire or travel ever? Was it the murders, the pandemic, the natural disasters, the human disaster that is going on in the government right now? Of course we're fucking unhappy. It's actually because Roblox is down. After the law, these victims were dismembered and sacrificed on an altar made of antlers. Dear God. Most likely, yes. Get it? Because it's like antlers are on a deer, and they did like an altar. It's God, but like a deer. It's a quality pun. Girls, if you hit, slap, belittle, kick, punch, choke, throw things at, or control your boyfriends, you are the abuser. You are not a strong woman, empowered, or anything. You are hurting him. Even if his muscles are strong enough to take it, a hit or slap from someone you love is an emotional blow. It's like, you can't hit me because I'm the lady. And then you turn around and beat the shit out the lad, and it's like, what the hell? It's like, you can't do anything about it. Stop being a dick. When you have to conquer Mongolia, but the cat needs a walk first. Oh my God. I want this hung up in my house somewhere. This is a beautiful work of art. Look at this absolute lad rushing into battle with his fearsome feline companion shrouded in armor. This is an unstoppable force. Also, check out his sick cat ears. Those are kind of dope. Thinking of the time I ordered Olive Garden online and I put, "Please speak to me in an Italian accent" in the special request category and completely forgot about it. And when I went to pick it up, the guy comes out and goes, "Hey, I got your order, babada-boobity." And when I told him he didn't actually have to do it, he was like, "I know, I was looking forward to it. I was the only one brave enough to do it." That lad better got the fattest fucking tip of his life, cause that is a ballsy play right there. That's the home slice of the century, huh? Kids these days are so cringy with their Fortnite dances. Are none of y'all going to acknowledge the Shiite we did? Are we not going to acknowledge Gangnam Style? What does the fox say? If you go older, hamster dance, the fucking duck song, the llama song, Charlie the unicorn, let he who is without sin throw the first stone. Okay, I'm sorry, but this right here, this era, like, I'm talking the It's Raining Tacos era. I'm talking... Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I'm talking like the, "Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like the pancake." Like, that was gold, chief. In my boomer opinion, none of that stuff compares to this. A person should not have an advanced law degree to avoid being taken advantage of by a multi-billion-dollar company. Parks and Rec gets real. Nah, chief. Parks and Rec is always real. Honestly, fantastic show. If you are looking for something to watch in quarantine right now, definitely check out Parks and Rec. Highly recommend it. Today, I learned that when Michael Foot was put in charge of a nuclear disarmament committee, the Times reportedly announced the news with the headline, "Foot heads, arms, body." I mean, it's a golden opportunity. You can't pass that up. Get a headline like that once in a lifetime. This made
made me cackle loudly, but it still can't beat the time in a cricket match there was a batsman whose surname was Holding and a bowler whose surname was Willie. And the commenter said,
"The batsman is Holding, the bowler's Willie."
And then promptly realized what he said and fucking died laughing. Okay, that's a pretty good one, I'm not gonna lie. Your man doesn't have the mental strength to caramelize onions. Your man thinks it takes 5 to 10 minutes to caramelize onions. Who the fuck is caramelizing onions? Have you sociopaths forgotten that apples exist? Do you think caramelizing onions is putting caramel on apples? Unpopular opinion, I know I'm gonna get flack for this, but I don't like to caramelize my onions. I really like to eat them raw, like not just bite from the onion, but like I really like shredded red onion raw by itself. Like I just like that, and I get so much hate for it. I want to kiss a bat, you guys. How do I do that? Okay, well, step 1, find a bat, obviously. Step 2, Google if kissing a bat will hurt it or you. Step 3, kiss the bat. Would kissing a bat hurt it? Oh, okay, what not to do when you find a bat is the first article. Now this is bullshit. You know, there's something about me that would just strongly encourage you to not kiss a bacteria-covered creature that's, you know, will bite the shit out of you. They're cute, but they'll fuck you up. The letter V doesn't know any V words. I'm fresh from the factory. I don't know anything. This is what it feels like to be in training at a new job. Okay, I think the one thing that unnerves me about this post is it says I'm fresh from the factory, meaning that in the Sesame Street universe, there is a factory that has the capability of producing sentient creatures, and I do not like that idea at all.
As a German kid, I used to wonder why our radio stations like to play the American national anthem so much until a friend explained to me one day that Country Roads Take Me Home is not in fact you guys' national anthem.
You know, that's a debatable statement right there. I want to be real with you, Chief. Also, forgive me for my horrible accent. What is it about being on a plane that makes people go buck wild for ginger ale? Literally everyone be ordering it. Ginger ale is supposed to help settle your stomach if you're nauseous, so people get it on planes if they get, you know, plane sick. Ginger grow in the ground, so it keeps you connected to God's earth while you're thousands of feet up in the heathen tube. My grandfather always had candy in his pockets, and one time when I got really sick and I was hospitalized, my dad told him not to give me any candy. He pulled out his pockets to show he hadn't even brought any, and I got really sad. But as soon as my dad walked out of the room, he then proceeded to take off his hat and had 2 chewy chocolate toffees and 2 orange Fanta toffees, and I'll never forget the happiness and surprise I felt in that one moment in my entire life. Honestly, this is so fucking wholesome. I love it. That grandpa is an absolute legend. Alright, let's live life on cheat mode. Close your eyes and you can play any game in your mind, even Paper Mario. Paper Mario is trash. Close your eyes and imagine yourself being a more likable person. Then open them and weep, you fucking coward. I like Paper Mario. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door was a really pretty game. In primary school, we had a creative writing assignment where we had to write about a character in a new, strange situation. And I wrote about a squid that was somehow teleported from the ocean to the forest floor and slowly choked to death for 2 pages, and I will never forget my teacher's face because it turns out she wanted this new school is scary and I hope to make friends, and not a graphic description of a squid dying. Well, that's just the risk you take if you decide to teach creative writing. Speaking of squids dying, this reminds me of the time that I had a science project. We had to dissect a squid, and I had this one kid named Keith, and Keith was cool, and so I had him for a squid dissection science project, and instead of dissecting the squid, he was like, let's see if we can slice this up into just mush. We got a 70 for, you know, an attempt, but the teacher probably thought we were fucking psychopaths. He was like, the eye smells really weird when you cut it open. I'm like, thanks, Keith. Pretty dope information I didn't need to know. I started up Destiny 2 yesterday and burst into tears because I forgot I had my Steam name set to Reese's Pee-Pee Buttercup, but instead of censoring pee-pee, it censored the butt and butter. This game is rated M. It's not actually. It's rated T. Sorry, as the little nerd and big Destiny fan, I can't just let you get away with that. The game is T. I love this game. So much fun. Super sorry about your username though. I want to draw the great big. Is that a lion? Is a tiger? Tiger. Cool. I want to draw the great big tiger. I'm gonna be thinking about this tiger as I'm eating my groceries, and while I'm eating, and when I finally sit down, I will draw the kitty cat, and then I will cry. I have never related to a comic so personally
before. Okay, you didn't nail it right off the bat, Chief. However, there's promise there. That's a cool looking cat. You got the shapes down. With practice and due diligence, it's not gonna come instantly, but you know, you'll get there, Homeslice. I believe in you, Mr. Crying Man, and anyone else who relates to this post. Don't be afraid to fail. The Libertarian Spartan, name one war crime the US committed. Ah, wait. Okay, so in actuality, where do you want me to begin? You want me to start from the top of the list? Want me to start from the bottom? I mean, I got a whole fucking Christmas list of this shit right here. Come on, you just tell me where. If you step on a person's foot, they actually open their mouths just like trash cans. You know, it's kinda true. I'm not gonna encourage you to find that out, but if you really want to find it out, I can't stop you. I love the phrase, you're not wrong, because nowhere does it imply that you're right either. Now that's called being a true neutral. I don't believe that. It makes sense. You're not wrong. I mean, wouldn't that just imply that the person... I've been thinking about this wrong the whole time. Jesus. I use this phrase all the time. Today I learned that bacteria scream when they die.
I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by today. Again, it was fantastic to have you here. If you liked the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. And if you want, feel free to check out the Twitch and the Discord down below, as we would absolutely love to have you over there. Also, feel free to follow me on Patreon. It is a great way to help out the channel. Really does mean a lot. And if you can't, that is a-okay, and I entirely understand. Again, one more time, thanks for stopping by. Really means the world. I know school just started up for a lot of y'all, so I hope that's going well. I know school is kind of whack, so I truly do wish you the best. I'm rooting for you, Chief. Okay, well, y'all take it easy peasy, and I'll see y'all next time. Farewell, home slices.